Hi, I'm Aiden Taylor, and in today's episode, I'm going to be showing you how I create this vintage-inspired snowman. Welcome to our first ever holiday special. If you're watching this on the 25th, then Merry Christmas. I hope you have a wonderful holiday. And I am very excited. I think you guys are really going to like this episode. Today we're going to be making something that has been highly requested, and that is for me to create a snowman character. I've never created a snowman character before, so this was definitely something new to me, but I've had a lot of fun coming up with the ideas for this guy, and I think you guys are really going to like it. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get started. Now, as usual, I'm going to be sculpting this entire character out of celluclay, which is my favorite medium for folk art sculptures. I'm going to start molding the shape of this snowman out of foil, and then I'm going to use the back of a metal spoon to burnish the surface to give me a smoother, defined shape. I also like to use toothpicks to attach my foil pieces together, rather than trying to mold them all out of one piece of foil. Now that I've got my foil base finished, it's time to start mixing up some celluclay. Now that my clay is mixed up, I'm going to start coating the foil base, and I'm going to have to do this in multiple layers because I want to really smooth out the shapes as much as possible. So when working with celluclay, you have to work in very thin layers as it takes a long time to dry. And I also like to sand the surface just a little bit in between each layer, and that's what's going to help give it this perfect smooth finish once it's done. Now that I've got the base of this character completely smoothed out and I'm happy with the shapes, I'm going to start building up the details of this character. I like to use stainless steel tools as the clay doesn't stick quite as bad, but you can really use whatever clay tools you already have lying around. I also like to sculpt my characters in sections, usually starting with the biggest shapes and then working my way to the smallest. So for this character, I started with the arms, and then I'm going to do the face last because it is the most detailed. When coming up with the idea for this snowman, I really wanted him to be the classic, iconic, nostalgic style of snowman, but I also wanted him to really have my own sort of style to it. So it was an interesting challenge, but I think in the end he turned out to be the perfect balance of cute and rustic. Now that the sculpt for this character is finished, it's time to start painting. Now, I get a lot of questions about what paint I like to use for my folk art characters. My personal favorite brand of acrylic paint is Folk-art brand, but really any craft paint will get the job done. I tend to avoid the cheaper brands such as Apple Barrel just because they're not quite as pigmented in color, but with a little extra work, you can get the same exact effect. I'm going to take a sort of gingerbread color and I'm going to water it down just a little bit. I'm going to use this to coat the entire sculpture so that it can soak into all the texture, and that's what's going to give it that sort of rustic, aged look. Once the base coat was dried, I'm then going to start dry brushing with straight white acrylic paint. Now, I do this because I'm trying to build up the brightness that I want, but it's not necessarily the color that I want. So I'm going to go back over the white and I'm going to dry brush that with a creamy color to kind of warm it up just a little bit so that it matches with the brown that we put underneath. Now that I've got all of the snow parts of the character painted, I'm going to start painting the details. Now, for the details, I pretty much use this process for any color on any character if it's a large area that needs to be covered. So I'm going to start with a much darker shade of whatever color I'm using. I'm going to give that area a base coat of that shade. And then I'm going to start dry brushing on top of that with multiple layers, and I'm going to lighten that paint color up with each layer so that it has a lot of depth and a lot of texture. So now that I've got all of the base colors in place, I'm going to start adding all of the little details in with various different colors, and I'm going to be using some very fine detail brushes. Now that the paint job is completely finished and I'm really happy with how it looks, I'm going to start adding the extra little finishing touches. And I'm going to start with glitter. I love using glitter, especially for my Christmas characters, and after all, this is a snowman, so he has to sparkle just a little bit. I'm going to be using a white glue that I've watered down just a little bit to coat the entire surface of the snow areas, and then I'm going to sprinkle these with a flaky clear glitter just to add a little bit of a sparkle. I also repeated this process, but with a much finer sort of iridescent glitter just to add a frosty look to the hat. Now, I wanted this snowman to be holding a little Christmas tree. So I took a vintage bottle brush tree and I just cut the top off of it and trimmed it down to the size that I wanted. And then I rolled it in a little bit of glue and then dipped it in glitter just so it's a little bit sparkly. And then I'm going to glue this tree onto his hand. And with that, our snowman is finished. And here he is. I am so thrilled with how he turned out. I definitely think this is my favorite Christmas character that I have designed so far. I'm especially happy with the printing on his scarf. I just love the colors, and all around he just came out exactly how I wanted him to. Thank you so much to everyone who has left a kind comment about my work. We have had so much fun scrolling through comments and messages. I have enjoyed seeing all of your Aiden Taylor inspired crafts, and I'm honestly just so happy to have you all here to enjoy these characters. I have some really exciting things planned for 2025, and I would love to hear what you guys would like to see from this channel in 2025, so leave that down in the comments below. If you enjoyed today's episode, also be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications, as well as follow me over on Instagram, where I post every time that I upload a new episode. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Happy holidays!